Sound of a Colorado neurosurgeon's massive breakthrough on a race car course. This car is being driven entirely by one man's mind. It's technology that could one day change the lives of people who are mobility challenged. Today, a man paralyzed from the waist down showed it off for the first time behind the wheel of a NASCAR Cup race car. Connor McHugh was there and takes us for a ride.
At Pikes Peak International Raceway, high speeds and hard turns are nothing out of the ordinary. Neither are the skills and intense focus required to make it out unscathed.
It's an amazing experience.
This week, German Aldana Zuniga made it all look effortless, despite not touching the throttle a single time.
Since my accident, I don't have no mobility below my waist, so this is my first time driving the car, yeah.
9 years after that life-altering car wreck, Zuniga is using his thoughts to drive. It's a technological breakthrough pioneered by a team led by Colorado neurosurgeon Dr. Scott Fauci.
We're really proud of what he's done.
For more than a year, the group has worked so Zuniga can communicate between a microchip on his brain and a computer in the car.
The computer can pick that up, that particular electronic fingerprint, and feed that to the race car.
Zuniga can now use his mind to move the car and this specialized helmet to steer it, a task once unthinkable, now possible with focus and practice.
To be in it and just watch how you go through the track smoothly and it responds to what you think. It's just incredible.
So too are the possibilities for this technology later on.
We can use this potentially for driving an electric wheelchair, a golf cart, control a robotic arm. Once we develop that science can be used for all types of systems.
It's a finish line Zuniga can't wait to help cross.
Technology is advancing, so we gotta help put our part in it and make it become available for everyone.
In Fountain, Connor McHugh, covering Colorado First.
Kol Halol, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Rocha Chodesh. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, the he being Esau Edom, which is the biblical name of the so-called white man. How is he able to cause all? Because if you go to Job 9:24, I'm not going to go there, I'm going to paraphrase it. The world is given unto the hands of the wicked. And just by doing a logical process of elimination, look to see the most wicked nation, the nation that's been entrenched in wars and wickedness. I'll give you the answer if you're struggling. It's Esau Edom, the so-called white man. So jumping back to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it doesn't matter what class you are so-called in this world, right? Whether you're in prison, whether you're driving a Honda Civic, whether you're walking, whether you're in a wheelchair, whether you have a job, don't have a job, whether you're married or not married, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And where was this man implanted with the mark of the beast? In his brain. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast. So you won't be able to operate an Esau's system. This man has the mark of the beast, and now he can operate an Esau system. And how did he want to spend that? By driving a car in circles and being used as a guinea pig to further wickedness. That's his lot in life. And because he's so deceived, he really believes he's helping the world. As it is written, the deceived and the deceiver are his. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's. Job 41:11. Everything under the heaven is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's. roughly paraphrasing. So jumping back to the scripts, this is Matthew 24 and 24, the words of Malak, Yahushai. For there shall arise false Christs, and we know Christ is a Greek word for anointed. So there's going to arise people that are falsely anointed. And when you were biblically anointed on the right-hand side, it was to show that you were separated, whether it was to be a prophet, a priest, a king. So on the left-hand side, you're going to have a false version of that, a knockoff, if you would, an ish version, if you would. And who was falsely anointed? Esau, Edom, because they, with their pride, have exalted themselves. Their iniquity has been compounded so much that it's reached to the heavens. And when you're falsely anointed, you have to do something significant on the left-hand side. And what's some of those things you would do? Shit like this. Because it all lines up with biblical prophecy. And false prophets, we know prophet means to say before, right? But if you're a false prophet, that means your prophecies aren't going to come true. Esau, Edom really believes they'll be like the Most High, even though their top Edomites know that they're going to be Obadiah 1:18. But, you know, this man is a false prophet because he's saying, yeah, this is actually not just this guy right here, but this guy is saying, yeah, technology, this is the way it's heading, right? That's a false prophet. He's saying something before that's not going to happen because we know Yahushua HaMashiach, the author and finisher of our faith and beyond, is coming back with the angels to destroy wickedness, to destroy Esau, Edom, to destroy the beast system. This man in his pride is talking like things will continue on because he's a false prophet, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Because on the left-hand side, to those not in the know, this would seem like a great sign and wonder. This man is in his wheelchair and now, without using the bottom part of his body, is able to operate a vehicle. If you had shown this to someone 50 years ago, they'd probably try to have you hanged for witchcraft. But it's funny because this is witchcraft, because techno means craft and ology means the study of. So the study of craft. This is witchcraft, but we know that's what Esau, Edom works with. That's how they're able to show great signs and wonders, through their deception, through their witchcraft. All right. But it would deceive the elect. But guess what? That's kind of that's just showing humor, because the elect won't be deceived, because if you're written in the Lamb's book of life, in Yahweh's book of life, ultimately, there's nothing you could do to blot your name out, because Yahweh put your name there. Just like Yahweh was purposed to be Yahweh, each elect is purposed to be the elect, and to ultimately further the glory of Yahweh through the power of Yahweh. But to everyone else that's not the elect, they're going to be deceived, and they're going to believe that this is a great wonder. Even the guy that's being used as a guinea pig, this guy right here, you can see how enthusiastic he is. He has his beard lined up because he knew he was going on camera, trimmed up. You know what I'm saying? Being used as a guinea pig. This is Psalm 55 and 21. 55 and 21, the words of Malak Dawadad. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. This is referring to Esau, Edom as a nation. But war was in his heart. Why? Because he was blessed with the sword. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. This man's words were softer than oil, yet in his heart, you know he's thinking of the most defiled, abominable things, because he's an Edomite. That's what he was programmed to do. Just like this guy was programmed to be, like, look at that. This guy was programmed to be a guinea pig. That was his lot. So now we see that the devil has come upon us with great wrath because he know he has but short time, extremely roughly paraphrasing. So now you're going to see these examples, but more of them. You're going to see different instances of them. Now, instead of helping a guy walk, you might see how people saying, yeah, the chip helped this bitch get pregnant. Or, yeah, the chip helped this person do this or that. Right? Because it's all written in the Bibles. It's just great signs and wonders through deception. All right? But it's not going to pull up on us like a thief in the night. Because we're going to know. Because guess what? We have the binoculars and the sight. We could see what's to come. These people don't have the sight or a pair of binoculars, spiritual binoculars, to see what's to coming. And guess what? The kicker is, you can tell them, yo, this is what's going to happen. And you can even hand them the binoculars, right? Proof that, yo, Esau's the devil, da-da-da-da-da, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they'll still won't believe you. Right? Like in that movie, They Live. Right? You can be like, put on the glasses, and they'll refuse. And that's why they have to be destroyed. That's why two-thirds they're gonna have to be cut off, because they're gonna be just like this joker right here. They're gonna want Esau, Edom's wonders and signs, because that's what a wicked generation likes. They like that carnality shit. But the elect, we're into spirituality, what you can't see, because what you can't see is way more powerful than what you can see. Because Apostle Peter said this, man. Extremely super roughly paraphrasing. But the things that you can't see is all temporal. It's all gonna be burnt up with fervent heat. Right. So knowing that, why would anyone want to be in a situation you know is temporary and the end is destruction? Right. But that's why you have the elect and you have the non-elect. All right. So with that, I hope you all were edified. Shalom.